What it's going to take for you as a leader of the future, for you to walk out of this room inspired to be a courageous leader. We absolutely need more people to adopt the mantle of courageous leader. We all have stakeholders that are placing ever-increasing demands on us, whether it be our family, our boss, our suppliers, our customers or clients, our shareholders, our financiers. They're expecting more. They want more and they want it faster. So as a leader, you are constantly managing tensions. I don't use the word balance because I think it's a complete misnomer. I don't think you get to balance anything. You're constantly managing a tension. Every day, leaders make decisions, they make choices. They decide whether to engage in a conversation, whether to avoid having a conversation. They decide whether to invest or not invest. They make decisions and they have choices. And we need more leaders to make those decisions and choices with courage. What is leadership mastery? There's 4 facets to leadership mastery. It's not rocket science. Most of the leadership frameworks that you read, so if you're saying, what do I need to do as a person who wants to be a leader in the future? You talk about the skills you need, the competencies you need. You need leadership mastery across 4 different facets. Self-mastery, relationship mastery, business mastery, and the last one, technical mastery. And if you want to be a leader in the future, you need far more than just technical mastery. The place to start is self-mastery. Your sweet spot is the intersection between your skills and your strengths as a person. And that for most of us in our profession, we've invested most of our time in our skills. So this huge circle for skills, and this tiny little circle for strengths. And the intersection is very little. And the intersection is your sweet spot. So that you need to start investing more time in understanding your strengths, your values, your character, your personality. What makes you, you? What kind of leader you want to be. Each of you have a personal brand. That's the manifestation of your self-mastery. You've either built it consciously or unconsciously. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. 5 words they use to describe you. Conviction is about being able to make decisions, have conversations, share ideas where you are 100% happy to wear the consequences of your choice. No defending, no justifying, no blame. My responsibility. Wow. Wow, if we could have more leaders like that. The other side of the population have to come to the conversations with courage as well. They have to come with the courage to be challenged and the courage to change. And we absolutely need a new way for people to lead. We need a different way. That people don't have the conversations they really need to have for fear of retribution, for fear of my progression might not happen the way I wanted it to happen. Or from the existing leader's point of view, because I might hear something that I don't want to hear and I'm not going to know how to react. Because there is not a lot of role models out there, as far as I'm concerned, that are being leaders that I'd go, wow, they are really engaging people. They are making people go high fives when they're running into the ring going, yes, I love working in this place. There is so much potential in our organisations and we are not untapping it.
So the key areas of interest are networking, career planning, soft skills, feedback and leadership skills.
Every minute that you spend in a conversation, you are a leader. You have no choice. But you have an enormous choice of the sort of leader you are. You can be a leader that has a positive impact on the situation, or you can be a leader that has a negative impact. In fact, you can be a leader that has no impact on the conversation as well. But it's your choice.
Another key area, I think, is extracurricular networking. And I'll try and give some examples myself of how you can build leadership skills outside of the corporate world and basically bring them back into the organisation. I'm a passionate horse racing enthusiast. A few years ago, I was elected onto a young members panel with the AJC, and they went through a campaign where they were looking to attract females to the races instead of your hard-nosed punters. They had a series called The Princesses of Welcome. But it was a really great opportunity to work with really quality marketing people. It was an amazing, successful campaign. I think we attracted 50,000 people to the races on their biggest day of the year, which has never been matched in the last 5 years. So it gave me a good opportunity to understand how marketing teams work and different teams work outside of finance, and you can basically understand how they operate outside your standard teams, so it's a pretty important skill. Surf lifesaving is something I get involved in. I'm an active patrol member. Managing teams through hazardous situations. Again, it's not as significant a segue back into the corporate world, but it's really a good environment to learn how to lead and manage difficult situations.
When you're a leader, or you want to have a positive impact, the first thing you need to do is be observant about what's going on. You can't have impact without knowing what's going on. I think that was a point that you made very clearly, Mandy. The second thing is to decide how to have a positive impact on the situation. A lot of us can decide how to have a negative impact. That's pretty easy. I just get the hump and carry on like a pork chop, and pretty soon I've had a negative impact. That's not the sort of decision that makes you a leader, or at least not makes you a good one. So you've got to make the decision to have a positive impact. And the last thing that you need to have to be a leader is that word that Mandy used several times, that word courage. It's all very well to see what's going on, it's all very well to know what to do, but all the people that I explained to you, all those leaders took the choice to actually do something about it. And they chose different ways. There's many, many different ways you could have a positive impact in a situation. They didn't. In fact, all of them had completely different ways of having a positive impact. But it's the choice to exercise one of your ways of having a positive impact that takes courage. And that's the courage that you all have, and you just need to choose to exercise.